Alright, we are live right now. Good evening to everyone watching, and as always, thank you for attending my stream. Tonight I'm going to attempt to hunt the shiny roaming Latios again that I have on my Ruby. And I see who's early. James is early. Hey there, James. Human name. Guess my early comment from yesterday got deleted. Oh, I've seen it. I've also seen Shiny Rayquaza's comment, and I've also seen other comments, but I do think they get deleted when you post them too early. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I do remember something akin to very early comments getting deleted like that. Early IG LMFAO. Hey there, Arch. Good luck. Thank you, darling. Uha Booga. Uga Booga. I see James has returned to Monkey. Hello, human name. I will always be early, says James. Well, I mean, now that we're here, I might say this later again, but I have opened up a Discord server for my channel. It's still in the making, because to be honest, I've only used Discord for study groups while I was a student at university. So I'm not I'm not accustomed to running a server, but it's still work in progress. If you want to be invited, make sure to post your Discord ID in the comments so that I can add you to the server. I have the stream running on my PC to offer an extra view. Thank you, James. Does anyone know if Ray is good right now? Yeah, I was about to say that. I mean, I've seen his comment, the early comment that got deleted, and I don't know, Arch, do you know anything? I think you're in, aren't you in closer contact with him? I do hope he's alright. I mean, he did comment on, like I said before, he did leave a comment that got deleted, unfortunately. I do hope that if he shows up now, then hopefully I'll see some kind of signal or just some kind of information that knowing that he is safe. Hopefully. Hello, I am taking a break from my nightmare psych class. Hey there, Billy No Neck. What's so nightmarish about your psych class, though? Would like to know more about that. What makes it horrible? Is it boring? Is it not just is it the topic that you don't like? Is the person who is giving you the course, is that person not doing a good job? For some reason I only see your comment in the live chat now, and all the others have vanished. That is strange. But YouTube is behaving strangely lately. Although I do believe that also has to do with the fact that they're going against things like ad block. I have to read 100 pages a week and it's boring. Yeah, I do understand that can get pretty boring. Good luck for your class though. The YouTube live chat is being weird. Yeah, all the other messages now, they just vanished. I just saw them a second ago. And now they're gone. No idea why and no idea how. I didn't delete anything. In fact, I've never deleted a comment in my chat ever until now. I mean, might be in store for me in the future, but since I've only been a streamer for a few months, my chat looks normal. Yeah, my husband's chat also looks normal. I don't understand why it's only on my side, but I seem to be getting the chat messages now that come in now, so that's what should count. Right, so let's start with the first reset. Can always chit chat in between. I think chat on the last stream's gone. I keep seeing the chats though. In the last streams, I always tick the box that the live stream stays after the live stream is the live stream. Yeah, that too. But the comments on the live stream that I got, I always tick the box that says that it will save these. So not sure about that. Can see everyone's comments. Yeah, Cameron can also see them, so that is indeed. Doing this again. I wanted to click order. There we go. What, you're married to James? No. No, I'm not married to James. Married to the commenter Cosmicam who said good luck and the heart. That's who I'm married to. I have a husband since 2020, yeah. And I've been in a relationship with him for, well, in April it's gonna be 14 years. James is an old friend of mine, also a decade-old friend that I know, but I'm not married to him. Yes, we're married for definitely. And he's trolling again. Yeah, you wish, James, huh? Right, it's time to go in and out of the building again and keep checking the Pokédex. I see, how sweet, thank you. Yeah, I got lucky there. If I compare my situation with peers who've had quite their share of weird, dangerous or crazy exes and very straining relationships. A decade and a half, yeah, almost. My relationship to him is almost as old as some viewers in my chat. So there's that. What date in April close to your birthday? Yeah, it's on the 10th. I mean, technically you could say we became a pair on the last day of January 2010. But I didn't really have the best experience with boys the same age as me, so we dated for a while. I just wanted to test the waters, if that makes sense, and on the 10th April we officially became a pair. It doesn't really matter if it was the last day of January that year or April. I mean, now we're in a very long, committed relationship anyway. He's also, if maybe, Billy Nonak, maybe you have seen the thumbnail for my Mew shiny hunt? And maybe some of my, some drawings in some of my older videos. Ah, there we go. Latios is on the route. All these have been done by him. He's an artist. He's actually a, he has a degree in that, a Bachelor of Art. He's always been talented with that. And sometimes he helps me out. And this is not a Shiny Latios, so we reset. I think I remember some of the drawings. the old drawings, yeah. He also, maybe I have to plug that, he also does art commissions. He's very talented, I can say that for sure. Go, doing this, there. Oh, fancy. What is fancy, the drawing or the relationship? Also, today I checked my analytics in YouTube Studio, and I saw the Faroe Islands, like, what was it again? 0.5% of my viewer base is from there, and I immediately knew who it was. That made me chuckle. His degree, yeah, he's an official animator, like, you know, not animation as in someone who is a show keeper or someone who motivates people to party, not like this, but the classic animator, like what Disney does, what anime does, bringing drawings to life. I wonder, yeah. Who might that be? Do you know? Hope you guys had a better start into the day than I had. You know, sometimes you just start a day off and it's just not good. Some languages have a idiom for that. For example, I do know in German you say mit dem falschen Fuß aufgestanden, which basically means, technically means stood up with the wrong foot, but with stood up is not in a way that I stand up from a sitting position, but more like waking up and touching the ground with your wrong foot. Of course, it's not meant literally, just a idiom for saying, oh, the day started really bad. Some days are like that. No, we met in 2008, so almost 16 years now, damn. So yeah, James, I think, yeah, I've known you for longer than, for example, Arch and Shiny Rayquaza have existed, so... It's the same in Danish? Oh, interesting. I do know that this idiom does exist in some languages. I think in Germanic languages. It also exists in Luxembourgish. We also say the same thing. Got up from the wrong side of the bed. Yeah, I think that would be the British English one. Waking up on the wrong side of the bed, yeah. Although I don't really hear that one or read it very often. I did not mean to check Kyogre's Pokédex entry, okay. Jeez, -6 degrees Celsius out there. Good thing I fed the birds. Poor things. Although I do think they'll manage. In fact, it's gonna be so extreme. Tomorrow, at least in Luxembourg, I don't know how it is for the surrounding countries, like Germany, France, Belgium. But in Luxembourg tomorrow, most things will be closed. For example, schools will be closed as well, because we expect there to be so much snow that it's basically a snow day off. Doesn't affect me at all, because I don't go to school. Too old for that. That's already... I'm past that stage. And I don't have any children or yeah, I don't have any people really, really close to me right now that I have to raise, that have to go to school. But still, for you, for these guys, I mean, they're pretty happy now. But it's gonna be full of snow and very cold. Apparently there's gonna be mild blizzards, although I don't know why would you say a mild blizzard. I thought a blizzard wasn't mild. That's the point of a blizzard. But then again, maybe I'm not understanding the definition of a blizzard correctly. Got off of the wrong foot. Yeah, I guess. Uncle Ben. Hey, Uncle Ben's is in my chat room. How nice is that? 66 here in California. That's Fahrenheit. My European brain does not work with Fahrenheit. I keep forgetting. I know there's a simple multiplication you need to do, but I keep forgetting the number that you need to use to do the conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Oh wait, no, it wasn't a multiplication. Wasn't it a plus minus? Oh, there we go. No, with Kelvin it is it isn't a multiplication, but rather a subtraction or addition, depending on where you are converting from. Don't know many idioms from here because they all sound like spells from an ancient wizard. Yeah. I know what you mean with that. Latios is shy anyway. First thing it can do, it will flee. Both of them will, both the Latis. You have to trap them so that they can flee, then they will finally attack. Hello, please buy my product. I already have. I think I still have some Uncle Ben's things in my my kitchen somewhere. Isn't it divided by 3? No, I don't think so. Now I'm curious, I'll check that. So you're saying 66 degrees. In Celsius that would be really freaking warm. That would be a sauna room. But I'm pretty sure that you don't have these temperatures in California right now, and if you do, then that has to be a record. I don't think they ever were that high. Okay, so it's 18 degrees Celsius. Oh, that's a nice spring day. That's really nice. I mean, it is California after all, so had to get a train at 7 AM and it was -7. Ugh. It is -7 now where I am from. Hello there, Infinite. How are you? Hey there, Krito Skywaker. Are you back again? Welcome back. Hope you are okay, doing good. I discussed before that today let's say I woke up in the wrong side of the bed, as the English-speaking people would say. Sometimes you have days like these. It's breezy. So 66 degrees Fahrenheit and breezy. That's my idea of a pretty good weather. Doing better now though. F2C is like take away 30 and half what you get, not exact amount but pretty close. Yeah, like I said, I keep forgetting the conversion math because I never have to use Fahrenheit. I do like to read up on scientific studies. They usually either they use Kelvin, especially in astronomy, or they use Celsius, but never Fahrenheit. Not even the American institutions, for example, the University of Santa Cruz is an American university, and they do publish a lot of space-related studies, and they also just use either Celsius or more commonly Kelvin. And Latios is pretty... Oops, no, don't need that. Pretty fast today. Doing great. What are you hunting for? Today it's the shiny roaming Latios. Because you can RNG that in Ruby and Sapphire, as you can with practically every single Pokemon. If you know what you're doing. Oh, that did not register. Hope your start into the new week has been good. Roaming, yeah, it is roaming because usually if you face a legendary Pokemon, it's in a sprite in the overworld and you click A and then you interact with it, a battle starts and you try to catch it. But this one is not like that. This one is roaming. So unlike the Southern Island Latios, this Latios will always flee the very first turn he gets. And as you can see, I always have to check the Pokédex because Latios will appear on any random route every single time I exit a route, I enter a new city, every time I fly, every time I use teleport as well. Or if I go into a building in and out, that's why I'm doing that. In the hope that Latios will spawn on route 110, which is this route. And in the Pokemon community we call this a roamer or a roaming Pokemon. There are also other roaming Pokemon. The very first ones were the legendary beasts in Generation 2, so Gold and Silver Crystal. Then you had to chase Entei, Suicune and Raikou across Johto. Same principle as with Latios and also in the other game, Sapphire Latias. Going for frame 2130. So that's the quickest one. The IVs are going to be pretty bad with this due to a glitch. But since I already have another shiny Latios that I have in Emerald, this isn't too much of a problem. And I also have a Sapphire cartridge that I also plan on RNG manipulating, and there will also have the possibility of getting another shiny Latios on Southern Island, so don't really care if this one is not really good in terms of IVs. As long as it looks good, stats don't matter. They do matter if you want to use them competitively, or at least they matter a bit if you want to use them in the post game in Emerald. But I already have a Latios that has much better IVs than this one will ever have. And yeah, it's the rule. Yeah, if Uncle Ben says it, then it is the rule. And it's somewhat of a trophy. I always wanted to have a shiny roamer. The nice thing about shiny... Oh, there we go. Got pretty lucky today. So don't have to go in and out of the building for half an hour like I had to do before. It's random where Latios or Latias appears. The cool thing about shiny roamers is, should they flee, they stay shiny, because once they're generated, the stats, let's say the math or the bits and bytes, they stay the same. Once they're generated, they are what they are. And if they are shiny, then they stay shiny. So I can, should the Latios appear as a shiny, I can just run away from the battle, and then Latios will be roaming around, and I can show off the shiny over and over again, but obviously I want to catch it. Of course this one is not shiny. As you can, maybe you saw that, he immediately flees. First chance he gets. That's also a thing with roaming Pokemon. The legendary beasts also did this very same thing in the old Generation 2 games or in Generation 4 in the remakes. And there's also other roaming Pokemon like Cresselia in Generation 4. And Jesus is blessing infinite amounts of encounters, but cursing us with no shiny. That's not what I wanted the infinite in my username to be about. Crud. Oh, hey there, I'm a Blissy. How are you? Thank you for attending the stream. I was reading your channel biography. Do you actually speak 6 languages? I mean, I speak Luxembourgish, that's 1. I speak German, that's 2. I speak French, that's 3. I speak English, that's 4. I speak A2 level Japanese, that's 5. And my Italian is around A1. If you count that as another language, then yeah, 6. I recognize you, yeah. He's the guy who got me into RNGing. I mean, I did know that was possible, but was his videos where I really thought to myself, okay, I can do this too. I'll give it a shot. And that's what I'm doing now. You're very impressive, LOL. Thanks. Where I'm from, in Luxembourg, that's actually not super impressive. People here speak at least 3 languages. I know, I have one friend who speaks 9. Yeah, I think it's 9. He also speaks Portuguese, Italian, and Spanish, a bit of Russian, and Latin, even though it's a dead language, but still. But nevertheless, thank you though. It is very practical to be able to speak so many languages. For those of you that don't know, you call that a polyglot. So poly, the same poly as in polygon. So poly means is from Greek and it means a lot or many, and glot comes from the tongue. It just means many tongues, someone who speaks many languages. Only English and A2 Japanese. Ah, so you all also try to learn Japanese. That's nice. I have to brush mine up again. I haven't tried... Currently, I'm trying to better my Italian. And I'm also trying to learn Dutch. Because Dutch is very, very close to the native language that I have. It's also normal here to speak 3 languages. Yeah, for so many European countries it's normal. Although not all of them. For example, and please, if any French people watch this later or right now, don't be offended. I don't mean it in a bad way, but in Luxembourg we do have a joke about languages, and the joke goes like this: how do you call someone who speaks many languages? A polyglot. How do you call someone who speaks 2 languages? He's a bilingual. How do you call someone who only speaks 1? A French person. Because the French are infamous in Europe for only knowing French. Don't blame them, apparently. I mean, I've spoken to French people. Their education system regarding languages apparently is really bad. Oh, hey there, Shiny Rayquaza. I'm actually super glad to see your name pop up. I hope you are okay. Can you at least please tell me that you're okay? I was actually pretty worried, not gonna lie. Took it from when I was young. Public school offered it. I see. I took mine. Was a course, evening course for adults. But I have to start again. I have to brush it up again. The hardest thing for me was the kanji, learning all the kanji. Because there's so many of them, and it's kanjis are pictograms, so that means one symbol means something specific, and sometimes or oftentimes actually, they have different readings. So there's, for example, the kanji character for water. You can read it as Mizu, but you can also read it as Sui. That's actually where the Sui in Suicune comes from, for those of you who may not know that. Was it Louisiana French or like Northern Border French for you, Blissey? Oh yeah, I've heard about Louisiana French. Is there a distinct difference between that French and the France French that I'm familiar with? My chest pains are insane. Oh, he's he's referring to the game thing again. Or are you? Oh, you're not. Physical right muscle pain on my breast. Oh, so you had a workout, is that it? So you're feeling the aftermath of a workout then? Too many push-ups. Yeah, you laugh about Shiny Rayquaza now, but in a year he's gonna be the second Saitama, the second One Punch Man. Northern Border French, they call it Québécois in Canada. Ah, that one. Okay. Spoken with a Quebec guy in French, and it's interesting. We could completely understand each other, but the accents were definitely different, and some slight word variations were also present. I guess it's as in the same with Brazilian Portuguese being not exactly the same as the European Portuguese, or the Catalonian Spanish not being the same as the other Spanish, not being the same as Mexican Spanish. I see, Blissey, I'm California, so we have cool Chicano Spanish. And Latios is on the road. Okay, that's not a Latios. I know that from the transition. If you know which kind of transition comes when, then you can. If it fades to white, if there's white stripes fading to white, then you know it's Latios. That just means a high level encounter. There's so many versions of Spanish in America. Yeah, I mean, America, the continent, is huge, and it's It's been decades of cultural reasons for that. Canadian French is considered trashy and Louisiana French is sleazy, okay. According to the French. Then again, the French are pretty stuck. Yeah, I was about to say that. Especially French people from Paris. Trying my hardest to learn French, a romantic language. Yeah, that is true. Obviously, I'm not gonna use it for purely romance. Are you though? Aren't you a woman's man? No, ho ho ho. Kiki baguette. Yeah, that's the. Those are the few words that English speakers usually know. Not that far yet. Good luck with your French learning though, because the grammar is, really, that is one thing you will grow to dislike. Every American country that speaks Spanish has a different dialect, and then it's different in the US. Yeah, just teaches you how far one language can go. I mean, there's also dialects of German. There's the normal German, which they call Hochdeutsch, which literally just means High German. Then there's some dialects in the south, Bavarian German. Yes, a Schwäbisch German that sometimes they speak, when they speak really fast, I have to really listen and concentrate on what they're saying. There's also Schweizerdeutsch, which is the German they speak in Switzerland, which is pretty... That is one I kind of struggle and really need to clearly listen in what they're saying. I don't speak baguette. Yeah. Je m'appelle Uncle Ben. I don't speak baguette. Never heard of Louisiana French. I have heard of Pennsylvania Dutch before. Oops. Yeah, Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, that's where a lot of Dutch people immigrated to. Baguette Eiffel Tower, exactly. Tour Eiffel, as they would say. It started as an Amish language, but most people in Lancaster know it. Oh, that would be very interesting to see if I could speak with Amish people, should I ever go to America. I've heard quite a lot of them still speak German or Dutch. Like to try that. What is Austrian? German? It's very close to the German you know, but it's some pronunciations are different. I know I've heard one guy speak, but he had such a strong accent I couldn't make out what he was saying. So many Amish live there, you have to speak it to do business with them. Watch a lot of stuff about World War II and Vietnam. Today? Or just this week? I have a Valley Girl accent. Where we say like and oh my god and have 500,000 vocal fries a second. That's just the Californian way, isn't it? That's really funny. Always when there's American tourists, I can immediately spot if they're from California. Because of the things that you've mentioned, Billy Nonick. Exactly, they keep saying like and oh my god and the vocal fry. I don't condemn it, or I don't say that it's stupid. I've heard quite a lot of people say they should stop speaking like this, but who am I to say how people or to tell people how to speak? California girl, we're unforgettable. Today, because I was very bored. I do understand that. sometimes when I get bored, I don't know why, but then I end up reading about black hole quantum physics and anti-de Sitter space, and then it's 4 a.m. That has happened before, so no judgment towards a hyper obsession or fixation on a very specific subject. Daisy Duke's bikinis on top, sun-kissed skin so hot it meant your popsicle. Oh wow, wow, wow. Oh god, I'm out of the loop actually. Is that a... I assume it's a popular song. But then again, I usually listen to underground rave things like hardstyle. Do they translate oh my god into German like oh mein Gott? I mean, I can speak from experience in Germany that they say oh mein Gott. Even in Luxembourgish we say oh my god, which is exactly the same. Oh mon Dieu is the same for that in French. It's California Girls, by which artist? White Grill Music. Nah, White Girl Music Premium Plus. Yeah. I did a stupid test once, obviously not a scientific test or anything, but a test that apparently could say how white girl I am, and apparently I'm not that white girlish. I don't like pumpkin spice lattes enough and brunches. There's no incorrect accents in the world except Southern Faroese accent. Oh, have you studied anything? You mean as in university? Yeah, I did study informatics or computer science. I'm a white California girl, so even though I'm not too into Katy Perry, I go feral at California girls. Oh, so... Oh, sorry, Billy No Neck. The whole time I thought you were a guy. Because of the name. Everyone should try Round Round or Don't Call Me Baby or All Around the World. Which All Around the World? The Daft Punk song? Okay, so apparently I've already been streaming for 43 minutes, which I don't really want to believe because it felt like 15 minutes tops. Milady law, but it's okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Don't like to misgender people. By Lisa Stansfield. Have to check that one out then. While we're on the topic of music, what music do you guys like to listen to? I'll start with myself. I mean, I've said it before, but I am a raver at heart. My favorite genre is hardstyle, a rave or EDM genre from the Netherlands. Pretty fast, good bass, good melodies. That's usually that sells me. I literally get none of these references because I'm too culturally isolated in music. You're not alone. Ah, there we go. You're not alone on that. I mean, I know so many music. I know the tracks, even by heart, because I've heard them so many times as a child, or just while you drive somewhere and the radio is on, or just being in public in general. I feel like so many songs are kind of forced into you. But I know the songs, I just don't know the names, or sometimes I don't know who the artist who made the song. Boo. Now I'm scared. Oldies any day. Ah, so you prefer like 80s music, 90s music, even before that, 70s, 60s? Literally any fairies music. Oh, haven't heard any, so I have to try these. My favorite music is fairies ballads. Do you have any artist names that you recommend? Damn, not even a high lol. Sorry, I did not realize that you were gone actually, Arch. 60s plus. So you also like the Beatles then, I assume? Or The Who? Disco, maybe? What? Why? Because I said so. Okay, yeah. That doesn't matter where that Latios is there now, because we'll do what we always do. Fairies ballads are hundreds of years old. Oh, so no author. I see. Might be giants in my fave bands. They might be giants. I think I've heard of something like that. Old disco. Ah, that's good. I like disco. I don't understand the sentiment in America that disco has died. If you ask that a European, they look at you confused. Also, I'm taking my role as a host back. ABBA, ah yeah, I do know ABBA. I had a CD of them when I was a kid. Really like Super Trooper. I mean, many of their songs are good, but Super Trooper, Dancing Queen is good. Like that one. Gimme Gimme, also a classic. Money, 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 I guess, if that's the name of the song. Also a good song. Boogie Wonderland is also a very good song. Oh yeah. My husband loves that song. I think Shiny Rayquaza, you would get along musically with my husband. He also likes disco, anything funky. Basically anything black people made in the 80s, 70s and all. Earth, Wind and Fire. All these there. They really knew how to make good music. Robbie Williams? Yeah, I know him. Got back from introducing my friends to my girlfriend and Ray's being rude. Ray, I'm getting a divorce. I don't care. What a divorce proceeding. That went pretty fast. You're gonna get back in season 2, I believe. Have you heard the mix of Boogie Wonderland and I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss? Oh, there's a mix of... Oh, Latios is there. No, I haven't. Although I do know some really nice... Some mixes really blend in together, so make sure to check that one out. Your husband is my new co-host, Omni. My mom said she camped out once to see ABBA in the 70s when she was like 16. Aw, that's nice. But you are not a shiny, that's not nice. That did not register. It's either my mom or my auntie. I'm listening to that she right now. Yeah, do it. It's Boogie Wonderland really is a bomb. That's just... It's a banger. Can't really describe it otherwise. I'm still a host, you black sky snake. Bro, it's so good. There's a Fairy's Ballad with 456 verses. That's a long ballad. And fairies didn't have a written language until a little over 100 years. People had to memorize this. Oh. Yeah, but considering some people are able to memorize a vast array of information. I also memorized quite a lot of information that I really don't need. Do I need to know that the Sirius star that is Alpha Canis Majoris, that is of the spectral type A? No, I don't need to know this, but I've read it once, and because my brain is like, ooh, astronomy fact, I need to know this forever. Now I know this fact forever. Alright, my friends want me, I'll be right back. Yeah, see you later. Going to go have more readings to do. Alright, thank you Billy No Neck for still attending the stream, and I wish you the best of luck for your psych class. I know that sometimes you really have to read a literal novel sometimes for a class at university, but you'll go through it. Oh, and Latios is immediately here, or almost immediately. So see you, Billy No Neck. Bye bye. Vile stuff. I mean, hopefully not here. I'll try to keep it as family friendly as possible. F4 Phantom. I assume that's another warplane. I mean, looks like one. I might also say this right now again. I have opened a Discord server for this channel, and if you wanna be part of that, make sure to post your Discord ID in the comments, and I will then invite you. When we needed pushing her to ditch his drag shoot, probably vital public effort. Drag shoot, I do know what that is, because I've once had a information dump from a, what I call a, and I mean that in a nice way, not a bad way, or any derogatory way, a plain autist. A guy I had in high school who knew, was incredible. He just heard a plane fly overhead, and by the noise that the engines made, he could tell me exactly what model it was. So, don't know why he got bullied for that. I think that's actually very impressive. So it was a cool maneuver and he pulled through? Is that what happened? So just saw a Wii U sold on eBay once for 10 euros. Oh, that's a steal. Oh cool, there's a heart button. Yep. Although the placement is kind of bad because sometimes I can't make out the last word in the first row of the comments because it blocks it. Why do I get the cheering button? I think you can change them if you hover above with your mouse. With your pointer, just hover above it and then... Yeah, I keep getting hearts now. Classica is my Discord ID, Sorta. Ah, so Sorta, not the Discord ID, but the maneuver. Knew a guy who was like that with cars. Just by the sound of the door opening, you could tell you exactly what kind of car it was. That I think that's incredibly impressive that people can do that. I'm absolutely flabbergasted about the fact that these people get... That wasn't my intention. That these people get bullied. Why? These people are walking encyclopedias. That's impressive. No need for Wikipedia. That guy already knows all the facts you need to know. I think that's... We should encourage that, shouldn't we? As a community. They had to bail out in Vietnamese territory and escape on foot. Oh yeah, I remember reading something like this. I do remember reading about the Vietnam War to get more context on it. And I do remember something about a plane, I think, crashing or not being operational anymore, and then they had to go by foot. I mean, I could be wrong. You could correct me on that, of course. They did get away safely. At least that. Gonna grab an auto clicker for the heart button. Thanks, but you don't need to. I can easily tell if it's my mom's or dad's vehicle coming home just by the engine sound. Yeah, I mean, that also I can tell if my brother is driving with his car, because his car, for some reason, the exhaust is super loud. And the car engine sound is super bass, heavy, deep. You can feel it through the walls. The SUV my parents have does not make noises like that. Not a fan that they bought an SUV, but oh well. World War III almost happened over a tree? A tree. I do know that it something like that almost happened because of a computer glitch where the Russians thought that America had sent a nuclear warhead to their direction, but the one Russian guy, he did see that it was an error, a mistake, and that really stopped a potential deadly war. Unfortunately, I've forgotten the guy's name, as I usually do with human names, don't know why. Got stung by a bee while I was having a wee. That is not good. Did that actually happen, or is that just because it rhymes and it sounds funny? But if not, my condolences. I've never been stung by a bee or a wasp. Or these weird, do you call them horse flies? These weird flies that can sting. A little because of the border. I can tell who's coming up the stairs just by listening to the footsteps. Yeah, I mean, with family or things you hear every day or almost every day, that's common. But for someone to know every single engine sound, that is, at least in my eyes, that's incredible. Can't give names, but 2 Marines died. That's... Ooh. Human names sound familiar, yeah. Honestly, human name with the icon kinda comes across as an alien trying to be, oh, I need a name. What do I need? Oh, what do humans have? Oh, yeah, a human name. Types in human name. Horseflies suck. Yeah, they do suck blood. And they do suck figuratively as well, I guess. I've never been bitten by any of these. I've been bitten by spiders once. To be fair, I was a weird kid, always having to handle the spiders. I touch spiders by hand. It's usually something that gets an "oh my god, how can you do this" from other women. Wasn't anything grave, of course, because I'm not from Australia where every animal can kill you. When I was 3, I poked a bee and screamed because it hurt. TF is a horsefly. A horsefly is a very specific kind of fly that I think there's another name for it. Usually it you can see when you have farm animals, they try to suck the blood of farm animals, and when they sting, at least the people I know who got stung by one, it's much worse than a mosquito stinging you. A fly that flies near horses. I mean, other flies, the common housefly also does that sometimes, but stung twice. Yikes. No, you exposed my intergalactic secret. I'm sorry about that. I told you before, do not come to Earth, it's not worth it, but you didn't want to listen, so too bad. Go back to Andromeda, I guess. And please take me with me, I can't take it anymore on this weird planet. I want to have my, I want to have what Star Trek promised to me. Gay, fully automated space luxury communism. I suck too, well I'm told. James. Damn, I suck my boyfriend. Let's refrain from this topic then. I mean, seems to come up every now and then. Don't blame me when this topic comes up. I'm just talking about what people type in the chat. Six likes already. That's really nice. Thank you. Gotta go, getting late. Night night. Alright, thank you, Kratos Skywaker, for attending the stream. And have some nice streams. See you, guy. See you, not guy, I guess. I don't know what your gender is. See you maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. Anyway, have a good one. Sorry I'm so late. Hey, no problem, random account. This isn't a appointment. Always happy that even if people stop by for a minute or two, that's already makes me happy. So how have you been, random account? If you want to be part of the Discord server that I made for the YouTube channel, then be sure to paste your Discord ID in the comments so I can add you. Because apparently the YouTube personal message, I mean, I think they completely removed that. Just because random account showed up, Rayquaza Airlines is now free of charge for the next week. No, that's what I call worker solidarity. I had a chat bot on MSN, and when you spoke to it, it would send you voice clips of alien noises. That does sound like something you would have, James. My gender is a boy, that is what I say before leaving. Bye. Alright, bye bye. I'm going Professor Oak on everyone. Each one of you. Been okay, just been having a bad social exam. Oh, I know how that mean. I mean, to be very honest with you, as a teenager, my social anxiety was so horrible that I went to the toilet not to do what you usually do when you go to the toilet, but I just closed the door and I was for myself, because then at least I wasn't being watched. It's not that I did anything that I needed to hide, my social anxiety was that horrible that I just did that. Well, obviously that's not healthy, but I do have empathy for that. I know exactly what you mean. Hopefully it will be better soon. Because I don't have social anxiety anymore. To be fair, that took quite some amount of therapy, but still, it is curable. That's what I'm trying to say. The YouTube messaging system got canned because of harassment. Yeah, but to be fair, other websites still have it. I mean, you could maybe implement a filtering system for personal messages, like other websites have done it, but then again, yeah, that was stupid. I had so many DMs still that I wanted to answer to, or personal PMs, I guess, and then YouTube removed the feature and I couldn't answer anymore. Socially anxious. I openly flirt with women when I'm single. Just put it in a soup can. I'm right now. I'm thinking. Do you know the SpongeBob scene? Ah, Latios is here. Do you know the SpongeBob scene where Squidward goes to that town where everyone's a Squidward? And he goes happy because they have he's super happy because they have canned bread. Just have to think about that scene now. Just end up making people mad accidentally, and it makes me sad and paranoid. Oh, I know exactly what you mean. That is hell. No shiny. Till now, OBS is also not causing me any problems, because it did so before. Hope it stays that way. Okay, 5, 4, 3... It does get easier as you get older, eh? Not always. It depends. Some untreated mental disorders or just mental problems in general can get worse as you age. Also did the toilet thing in high school due to crippling anxiety back then, but overcame that a long time ago. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but... As you can see, random account, you're not alone on this. Trust me, there are more places where I'd rather be than sitting in a high school toilet. You know how these usually look like. There's fires in SpongeBob. Fire underwater. Literally can't win with my dad or uncle. I somehow always do what they ask wrong, and I do it so wrong that they have to shout at me. Yeah, but then again, you can't do anything right if they keep moving the goalpost or they have unrealistic expectations. Then they set you up to fail, and that doesn't mean that you are the failure. They just set you up to fail. Some people do that on purpose. I really, really despise that. I usually try to not cut contact with people like this. Because it's never gonna be better. They have to change. They have to see, okay, what I'm doing is wrong. And if their ego is too big, or maybe they're too self-loving, I guess, or too entitled, then they won't. And you can't really change people like that. At least you shouldn't put too much energy that you have into that, because you should rather put your energy into productive things, into things that make you happy. But I do hope you're better now. Just sent you some stuff for whenever you're able to see it. Alien chat, yeah, I'll check that later. Sure, I'm partially deaf. I mean, you can get that tested. Is that by from birth, or something you always had, or is it something you've acquired after something happened? And I think I lack iron, so I'm always tired. And my dad really gets me mad when I nap while at work. Yeah, but when you're tired, your body tells you what it needs, right? Oh, listen, I'm still here. Well, yeah. That's a good thing. Apple cinnamon tea, such a good tea. Put my Discord in the chat a while ago. Yeah, just haven't gotten around to adding you guys. I think I'll do that after the stream, before I go to bed. It's still in the a work in progress. It's still pretty bare bones. Now I want tea. I'm selling you the idea of tea. Become partially deaf is probably from working with loud equipment. Could it be? I mean, you don't have to tell me this, right? But I am interested. Are you some kind of farmer by any chance? Drinking the tea picks? Sorry, no. I'm drinking Teekanne, apparently. It's like a it's a German brand, and the it's Türkischer Apfel, which is Turkish apple. Really, really good red apple with a bit of cinnamon. Really good. Having a good attitude about everything is something I strive to do, because it makes other people also have a good attitude. Yeah, definitely. And I tell you, that is a good way to live. Of course, there's also toxic positivity, which is the other end of the other extreme spectrum. But it is a good mode of being, a good way to think. Are you a professional tea advertiser for Big Tea? You just I exposed your galactic secret, and you exposed my earthly secret. I mean, if you ask me if I like coffee or tea, I'd say both. But I only drink coffee in the morning. If I would drink it now, I couldn't sleep for at least 6 hours. Even though I should have built a tolerance by now, but somehow with caffeine I didn't. Now there's not just an airline, but also a brewery of teas. Now we're even, yeah. Is it better than the tea picks? It is, but that's just because I really like the taste of the apple cinnamon. The tea by itself is so sweet, you don't need to add sugar. Just drink it like that. Or as Blissy would say, raw dog the tea. A tea pig, that's a brand of tea that James gave me. I'm glad that you found the raclette though, James. But you don't have anything to eat it. That's a shame. You can buy really small raclette machines for under 15 euros. Just for one person. Even with a small grill on top, so you can grill either meat, potatoes, anything else that you can put on the grill, fish, vegetables, fruit. Some fruit you can put on a grill, although not a lot. I'm not a farmer, but I do work a lot with animals during the summer and stuff. I see, I see. Can't believe I saw raclette in England. I can't believe it's butter. Although, yeah, I can believe it's butter. Have to get a machine. Yeah, you can get some really cheap ones. Can't really speak of their quality, of course, but then you can at least eat raclette for yourself if you want to. I mean, I already taught you how to eat it. I wonder though if some of my American viewers know what that is. And if not, you are missing out, guys. If you like cheese, you have to try raclette. It's just so good. Melted Swiss cheese that you pour over a cooked potato. And you can also grill meat with it. You can grill vegetables with it. One thing though, in case you're vegan, I've never found any... Yeah, I've never found any vegan raclette cheese. Ever. And I looked in many stores, even specialized cheese and vegan stores. You need a Pokémon RTS game. Oh, oops. A bit too early. There we go, now. I know what... Ah, there we go. He's here. Now the question is he shiny? What I want is a new Pokemon XD or Pokemon Colosseum-like game. Made by Genius Sonority. Trying to propagandize my friend into watching RNG manipulation so the percentage of Faroe Islanders will increase. Did I say Gen 3 was trash? Oh, he did say Gen 3 was trash, which is heresy. Oh yeah, it is. How can you say that? Gen 3 is just... Oops, no, not donné. Utilisé. There we go. Generation 3 is my favorite. Then again, I mean, you're free to have your own opinions about which generation is the worst and which is the best. Hasn't played it? Okay, then how can he say that Generation 3 is trashed? Or is he basing it entirely off the anime? Okay, that's not a shiny. How come I'm not getting a shiny? The delay is flea, that I know. Oh, gender ratio is, I mean, not that it really matters, but... He based it on the anime, yeah, well, I mean, the anime is not really congruent with the games, let's say. They need to make an 8-foot-long shiny Mega Rayquaza plush. Yeah, or a pool noodle. Imagine that. Because the Pokemon are trash, which is BS. Yeah, I really like most of Generation 3's design. They're pretty creative. I mean, that is, I guess, a opinion you can have. You can debate about, maybe he doesn't personally like the Generation 3 designs. That's fair, but calling the entire generation BS because of that, or trash. I literally debated him for an entire school break about this. Ah, yes, I've also had debates like this when I was in school. Doing the Lord's work, I see. I remember a Pokemon cartoon on Jetix, is that what you're talking about? I mean, the Pokemon anime has been running since 1998, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He loves Milotic and Rayquaza. Well, those two are really good designs. As he should, yeah. Hope he likes the Latias and Latios. Will stand up against all Pokemon heresy. And here Latios is immediately on the road. I mean, at least we get lucky with that, but would be nice if he decided to shine. Will stand up against all Pokemon heresy. That is good. No shiny. How come? I'm very sure that the delay is 3, in fact. Even Blissey has used the delay of 3 in his video. Be sparkly, your organic jet. Yeah. Crazy though, then I have 2 Shiny Latios. Don't know if he likes them, but not liking Latios and Latios devil worship, exactly. Or in this case, I guess, Giratina worship. I mean, those designs, usually also people who absolutely have no idea about Pokemon, they usually like Latias and Latios. It's a plane and a dragon, and they're psychic, and they're empaths. I mean, yeah, I'm sold. They also have a interesting thing they're based on. I'm agnosticism. Yeah, was about to say I forgot the thing they're based off, but they're based off gendered gods in Gnosticism, with Latias being a representation of Sophia, and Latios the male one, but I forgot the original name of the male one. Need to get only one of those big individual keyboard keys and somehow get a way to hook it up with the controller she's using. I mean, the controller I'm using right now, oh, there we go, is a old-fashioned GameCube controller. Latias was my favorite Pokemon for a while. Still mine after all these years. Arceus, Latios, and Rayquaza. Those are your favorites? So what if I understood this correctly, you would like to see me showing my hands playing the controller? Like some speedrunners do? Or do you mean a thing on the stream UI? I mean, this stream layout is the first one I've made. I will probably, I will definitely redo it. Make another one. It's easier for you to click the button. I mean, doing this on with a GameCube controller is actually pretty easy. I've also done this on the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy SP, the Game Boy Micro. It's literally just timing. Now my favorite is Absol, so still Generation 3 Pokemon, not because I'm a furry, but because I'm edgy, which I don't know what is better. I mean, some guys are edgy furries, so there's that. I hear a mini explosion every time you do it. Every time I click the reset button. I mean, clicking reset here is, the soft reset is me tapping B, A, X and Y at the same time. When I use my keyboard, as in my computer keyboard, that it's super loud. That is because my keyboard is a mechanical one, and they usually are much noisier than the regular keyboards. I don't recommend doing the soft resetting using a third-party GameCube controller because it just makes it harder. Actually going insane, I don't know why. Welcome to the club of insanity. It's not nice. Have you guys seen the moon today? Because I have, and it's a really nice crescent moon shape. I also saw it when I drove to my parents yesterday. Could make a shiny glow up countdown video where you pick the Pokemon that goes from bad looking to good looking by being shiny. Actually, Human Name, I have considered something like that. Also not a countdown, although I do want to once do a countdown about my favorite shinies. Just expect all the pink ones to be there. That's just me having an obsession with the color pink, especially, or more specifically, fuchsia, magenta, hot pink. To me that's just a perfect color. I don't know why my brain really likes it. See the moon every day? I don't, because Luxembourg weather usually sucks and you have so much overcast that you don't see anything. Which is really bad when you're like me and you're an amateur astronomer who really likes to see what I can watch during the night, what's there on the night sky. I'd like to try to see if I can spot Venus, spot the Big Dipper, spot in the winter sometimes Sirius or the big dog. So Canis Majoris. But with overcast, I don't see anything. Doing that again. Ordre. Never seen the moon because of clouds. Yeah, same. Almost. Any more bad Pokemon that looks good when shiny is Garchomp? That is a interesting opinion. I mean, I personally don't like Garchomp at all. That's just a personal gripe I have with it. Not saying it's a bad Pokemon, because obviously it's not. But that shiny has to be one of the most disappointing ones I've seen. Except, of course, for its Mega, because that one turns pink. Night of the Stars. Yeah, also there's not just clouds blocking the view. You also have the problem of almost every single first world country being absolutely chock full of light pollution. So you can't really see the stars when you're close to a light polluted center, which usually is just a normal city. Today I heard someone pronounce it as magenta with a J, and now I'm questioning if I've been saying wrong my whole life. The thing is, I'm not sure myself. I know in my native tongue, it's in Luxembourgish, we say magenta. And in English, I've heard magenta and magenta, both. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not sure which one is the correct pronunciation. I would have to check that, actually. Who likes Garchomp shiny? Clearly not me. I mean, it's just a slightly darker or less saturated tone of blue. Why would you waste hundreds of hours for getting a color swap that's so lame that you don't even really see the difference most of the time? Those are my least favorite shinies. Those like Dugong, Meowth, Garchomp, all these that barely change. Because what's the point of those? If you want to shine, you want bragging rights, right? You want to, at least not bragging rights, but it's a trophy. It's a, look, that's what I have. I have this sparkling rare Pokemon. Slightly grey, yeah. I mean, they could have made it black, or maybe let Garchomp keep the shiny forms, the shiny colors, at least the color template of its pre-evolutions. That would be nice. That would have been a good shiny in my eyes. Did show my 2-year-old little brother the stars so he can become the strongest warrior for astronomy. That's very good. You're doing the Lord's work. Today I got the random craving to cowboy style draw a revolver and fan the hammer on some glass bottles. Ah yes, all these specific urges. I mean, I haven't had an urge like that, but all these specific urges. Dratini is the best Pokemon. Is that your favorite? I love the shiny Dratini, obviously. Remember Magenta Dog on Blue's Clues. Oh yeah, there was a pink dog there. I remember that. Always liked that one better, just because of the color. But then again, I didn't really watch Blue's Clues. Kibble and Gabite's shiny is great though. Yeah, why haven't they just continued with that color scheme? That would have worked. Would have been nice. I think Dupiter had a good shiny, yeah. Magenta or Magenta here is Violet Red. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's interesting how you... In German, I mean, that's not the exact same color, but they also have rosa-rot, which just means red-pink. I think, isn't there a language that doesn't have a word for orange, but they say red-yellow? I forgot what language that was. Call it Mountain Dew Bite. Found a shiny Dratini in Pokemon Go. Ooh, nice. Does it have good IVs as well? Dratini has always stuck me and fight me on this, you stupid sky snake, but Ray's kinda overrated. Yeah, I do understand or see your viewpoint, although with overrated I would say Charizard, Pikachu, Mewtwo. Those are overrated, I'd say. Thinking about what I'm gonna do about this claim. There they go again. Did not have good IVs. At least you can put it in gyms, right? And earn coins that way. Here we call orange Apfelsingult, which means the yellow of the orange. Okay, that is interesting how some languages have combination names for certain colors. Orange as in fruit? Yeah. What came before? The orange for the fruit or orange for the color? And Latios is on the route that we're on. Let's see if it's shiny. I don't cope, I adapt. We all cope to some degree. Color? Actually, I don't know which one came first. If the name for the fruit came first, or for the color. I mean, yeah, the color has been here. I mean, the name, the word, not the color itself is a very specific wave frequency of photons. Of okay, that has existed since photons have existed in that light wavelength, of course, but what I mean is the word for orange. Not the spectrum, obviously. Well, it always has existed. I mean, not like in the beginning of the Big Bang, but a bit later the universe had to cool down a bit before it could become or have colors. Because it was a bit too hot and way too bright in a way before. If that makes sense. Don't have any orange colors here. A word for orange hasn't been useful until a couple years ago. "16 chimps?" I give nothing, I expect nothing. At least that's fair. Right, do see that the streams keep getting more views, that's really nice, and 2 more likes, so thank you for that. Thing you can press right on the D-pad in the Pokédex so you can go down quicker. Don't have to keep scrolling. I mean, wouldn't orange still exist in the soup era? I don't know the real name, I do know what you mean. Not actually, no. I think the energy levels of the electrons would be so high that the only light waves that would exist are the shortest ones, which would be blue and violet, ultraviolet in that spectrum. Not even in the visual spectrum, because it was very hot and very dense. These conditions are not like anything else now in the universe. It was bouncing around, yeah, that is true, but probably not in the visible color spectrum. At least from a human perspective, of course. We only see a very small fraction of the light spectrum, after all. We don't need to see more. After all, being able to see radio waves would not help a human being. And Latios is on the route, which is good. Myself, I'm a people pleaser combined with a service top, according to my girlfriend. Google it, so expect nothing and I give all. Because every time I get someplace nice in the community, I move on. Well, I do hope that you stick around in my community. Of course, that's always up to you, but... But all real humans like me can see radio waves. No, that's not a normal thing. There's absolutely no animal, no being on Earth that can see radio waves, because why would evolution select for that gene? You get absolutely nothing out of it. And the night sky would look really, really freaking busy. And also, no, not all humans, it's not normal for humans to have 10 fingers on each hand. Got to do some more research into blending in with humans if you are an alien, yeah. Although me as a human as a Homo sapiens, child of the earth, grown here with love, I guess, I have to say that sometimes I do feel like I'm on the wrong planet as well. I want to see my Shiny Latios now. Do you know ProZD human name? He remember when Vine existed? Before TikTok, before Musical.ly? He did that, and he has one short where he says he orders a pizza, and just that reminds me of that. He tries to, what if an alien acts like a human on the telephone, and how do you order a pizza? Don't remember Vine, but I've watched his skits on YouTube. I see. I wasn't on Vine either, but I do have problems understanding why they took that down, because shorts are very profitable now. then again, I don't know, maybe they got bought by a larger company and sometimes they liquidate these assets for a tax write-off. Maybe it's a story like that again. We need a big convo starter. I'm up for anything really except maybe extremely explicit things. I mean, I don't have a problem with these things personally, but I do try to keep my streams as family friendly as possible. We need all fight Draden's Exomex in Infernum and see how you guys can take pain. That sounds something straight out of Warhammer 40k. Was it owned by Twitter? Don't know. Twitter is going downhill fast now anyway. Even faster than before. Now that the man-child has bought it. No hit Infernum Supreme Calamitas. I know, it just sounds like something out of a Warhammer 40k. Then tell me pain is pleasure, I'll try it. Once I get mods. You are a mod here, you mean on Discord? Or you mean the mods for the... Ah, I didn't mean to do that, oops. And yes, I have to listen to the cry every single time. In game, I see. Two meters tall. Yeah, you can mod on iOS. I mean, it is kind of difficult to pull off, but if you know what you're doing. My girlfriend is texting me. No. Yippee. See ya. Oh, I guess he's going AFK for a moment. I might also mention this in case some of you might not have heard this, or maybe you skipped it, you missed it. I will not be able to stream this Saturday because I have a activity going on at the Amateur Astronomer Club I'm in. But I will try to stream again on Sunday. So on Sunday it's gonna be the Shiny Chikorita hunt in Emerald. Not leaving, lol, I can reply straight from notification. Oh, I see. My boyfriend wants to roleplay, but I'm watching stream, so I mean, you can take a break from the stream. I'm not forcing you to stay here. How am I going to survive? Once again, I let him down. Oh, come on. No stream? I mean, you've been here for, I think, almost every stream. So you missing a few streams that's okay. Everyone loves cuddles. Except super villains, I guess. Still not on the route. Could you imagine how long this would take if you wouldn't be RNG manipulating and you would just do this and hope for the best? It's almost 23, what? How does time go? Fly so fast. Flies faster than Latios fleeing. First roleplay just cuddle. Oh my FG. Some guys don't F on the first date, let's say. Do you know the meme with the some chubby kid wearing that t-shirt? It still makes me laugh years later. Because they're on their honeymoon. Honeymoon, I guess, in space. How punny. So my profile pic on Discord is hot as F. Haven't seen that one. Not yet. My special someone, so Hubs, I guess. Hubby. Husband. It's a effing very horny looking glacian. Oh boy. It's a built blue dragon. Are you blind? I think he's just messing with you, but an autistic glacian rat. That's quite a word. That's wow. I'm not gonna forget about that. Autistic glacian. What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. That doesn't narrow it down to anything. Yours is just plain. Do you maybe want to work with planes later in your life? Or military planes? If I'm taking the house and the company. Marital Discord again. 8-bit artwork of a F-14 leaving an aircraft carrier. Okay, I really need to see that then later. Okay, so Latios is on the road. Repel, Max Repousse. Those wacky French people. Too bad I'm burning it down. You better have a burn heal then. Been thinking about being a fighter pilot, to be honest. Well, that's quite a hard job to have, I would say. Still no shiny. Sunshine in the distance. Set artwork, by the way, it looked really good. I mean, you have to really withstand a really strong G-forces as a pilot like that. You need to be built for that. Some people are just are not made for that at all. How can you burn a website down? By burning the server? I guess. Nothing to do with a firewall, of course. Huh. Her name's Cosmo? Whose name is Cosmo? No, because she isn't involved in this conversation, I want to attack her directly. Oh, okay. Someone's squealing in the chat. Right, so I planned on streaming until 23 or 11 p.m. What do you guys think? Should I add another hour, or are you tired and you'd rather want to watch more tomorrow or on Thursday? Not sure yet. Ah, it's on the route. To counter G-forces, you could amputate your leg and get prosthetics. Yeah, I've heard about that. Do they actually do that? I do see medically why that would work. Because then you wouldn't have problems with your veins, the blood in your veins stalling, staying there. That you don't want to have varicosis. Someone did that back in World War II. Ah, still no shiny. Add another hour, I'm wide awake. What do the others say? They don't do it, but it does work. I mean, yeah, from a medical... I mean, with my medical knowledge, I do understand why you would do that. But I do think that now we have other means of achieving the same goal, I guess. Jeez, that's morbid, Arj. Although I'm not sure if I fully understand the context. Wait, did you actually do that? Self-harm? Am I even allowed to say that on YouTube? Oh well. You almost lost your eyes? In a work-related accident? So I do see with some kinds of work accidents you can quite easily lose your eyes if you are not careful. It wasn't like that, okay. Threaten them with a non-masochist idea of a good time. Just having fun with friends, so darts. Ugh. I scream in full effect. Very, very lucky it hit my eye socket. Ooh, yeah. That wasn't intentional. E-scooters. Oh, I see. Fell off at like 20 miles per hour and hit a curb. Ooh, ouch. That does sound very, very painful. Gosh. I mean, I can see why you can't remember. Must have been quite a shock. No, I'm becoming pretty silent. Unfortunately, didn't really get a lot of sleep last night. Because we were next to a park and some guy was laughing at me, okay. My scooter, I didn't want to leave it and fight him. How do people have to be so mean? Shiny? No, not yet. Not yet, James. I don't know if I mean, I'll do this attempt. Don't know if I can add another hour. But I do believe I can stream at least tomorrow or on Thursday at the same time. So then there's that. Might also try to stream on Friday as well, depending on how things go in my private life. Praise be Iron Jesus. Yes, please, Iron Jesus. Really wondering why I'm not getting the Shiny Latios. I'm very sure that the delay is 3. Need to quit vaping because I need a blood test soon. With vaping, do you mean e-cigarette or THC vapes? Wanna get caught again? Some blood tests, though, I think they're kind of a, they're somewhat unnecessary in some jobs. As long as the people come to work sober or they do their work, they do their job. Been awake since 5 a.m. due to lack of sleep. I still want to try and stay up. Flavored vapor. I mean, I couldn't sleep till 1 a.m. and then I did wake up around, what was it, 1:30? Oh, sorry guys. There we go. Okay, be shiny please. If not, I think I have to continue another day because I am getting pretty tired right now. That's because I slept so horribly the last night. For some reason, when I get less than 8 hours of sleep, my brain really doesn't like that. Just dream about being a pilot. For real, I'm being a kid about the fighter pilot job. I mean, hopefully when if that maybe the job you'll like, maybe. I mean, it is a cool job to have. I guess that's. Who do you know who is a fighter pilot? I don't know many people. Or I don't know anyone. To leave soon as well because I need sleep for school. Yeah, unfortunately that is not a Shiny Latios, but then again, there's always tomorrow or Thursday. As always, I will schedule, or I will do a preview so that you guys know when to tune in. But for today, let's call it a day for tonight. And I'm really happy as always that you all came to my stream. RNG just teased us again because he likes to do that apparently. But then again, we don't give up, and all the shinies that I've been hunting for, I got them eventually, so there's that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys soon enough. Goodbye.